Barcelona's statement victory last night left the squad riding a rare high, and today that momentum translated into a decision that could quietly alter the season's shape. Hansi Flick invited 18-year-old Xavi Espart to join the senior training session, a rapid elevation that demands attention. The move followed a 6-0 dismantling of Valencia, and with a Champions League trip to England on the horizon, Flick has chosen to test depth, accelerate development, and make room for competitive options. Espart is no random name on a list. He starred in the Juvenil, a side that claimed a treble under Giuliano Belletti, and has been integrated into the Barça Athletic roster, where a Brazilian coach has continued his progress. That background matters. Espart started his youth career as a defensive midfielder, a role that gave him positional intelligence and ball retention. More recently, he has been deployed largely as a right back, where his reading of the game and technical comfort have made him stand out. Barcelona's hierarchy clearly believes in his future. They renewed his contract until 2028 only last month, and Flick's summons today was not the first time the teenager has been invited to the senior setup. Still, repetition is a signal. When a manager keeps calling a young player back into the first-team environment, the club is testing temperament under pressure, and the player is being prepared for meaningful minutes. The context around the call is equally important. Frenkie de Jong returned to group training, an encouraging development for the midfield and a sign that the coaching staff are managing fitness carefully between domestic momentum and continental demands. Meanwhile, right-back dynamics have shifted after Hector Fort was sent out on loan to Elche, creating a vacancy in the squad's rotation and an opening for a homegrown alternative. Flick, who values versatility and tactical discipline, now has a young fullback who understands midfield responsibilities and can slot into varied systems, whether as a conventional fullback, an inverted option who carries the ball inside, or a hybrid wingback in more expansive setups. For fans, this is a moment of hope, but also scrutiny. Bringing a teenager into senior training invites questions about readiness, positional fit, and whether the club's academy can consistently produce players ready for European nights. The fact Espart has a long contract gives Barcelona leverage and breathing room. They can foster his growth without the immediate pressure to monetize him, and it sends a message that the pathway from La Masia to the first team is open when talent and attitude align. From a tactical perspective, Espart's midfield origins could make him an asset in possession-based build-ups, allowing Barcelona to generate overloads on the right and create diagonal passing lanes into the central midfield, while his defensive instincts help when transitioning back under pressure. For Flick, the call is pragmatic. It boosts internal competition, reduces reliance on a single profile at right back, and offers an alternative in case of injury or fixture congestion. The immediate test will come in training intensity and matchday squad lists on the upcoming trip to Newcastle in the Champions League. Even if Espart doesn't make the roster for that game, the pattern of repeated inclusion suggests he will be in the manager's shortlist for rotation across a packed calendar. Beyond tactical calculus, there is the human story, a teenager who thrived in youth finals now stepping into the senior arena, carrying the weight of expectations, but also the optimism of supporters who crave a new homegrown hero. Whether Espart becomes a long-term starter, a utility squad member, or a rising star whose price soars, today's decision by Flick is a declaration. Barcelona will not hesitate to trust the academy when performance and potential meet. Keep an eye on the next training reports and team announcements. This was not just a photo opportunity, it was a strategic nudge that could very well lead to a defining breakthrough for a young player wearing Barca blue.